He's coming back and he's gonna judge us all. It can happen while you shopping, walk around the mall. Where you from? Where you at? Babylon will fall. Lose your head by the sword or obey his laws. You hear them drum beats? We in the midst of war, but it's a holy one. I speak the holy tongue. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabbarakathum. I got the most high power, I ain't need a gun. I'll be out here repping till his kingdom come. His bread's for the children, you can't get a crumb. Yeah, they hear me, they ain't feeling where I'm coming from. But lottie-dottie, fuck everybody from the Catholic Church to Illuminati. Christ coming back, not an Anunnaki trying to warn the people, but they tried to knock me. What you thought that I wasn't gonna throw my voice in? Fuck all of y'all, white Jesus poison. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they go, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the door, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that go, locked up, they're buried in a hole. They wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop a glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they go, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the door, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that go, locked up, they're buried in a hole. They wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow.
Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. My dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. My dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. I can't fight the cops and the ops. Stolen blocks, heavy on the block. While the crack tucked in the sock. Instead help the ones I love. We was on the block for the grub. If you from my side, then it's love. Wanted big knots, busting out the jeans. But we was hurting all the fiends. Without that crack, he was just like me. Dirty nigga from the concrete. But the white man dealt his hand. So we eating out the trash can. People ride by. Don't extend a hand, cause to them, this an average black man. So for him, that's why I gotta make it. I ain't talking rap. Before the slave ships, I'm one of a kind. Y'all can't take it. I can never leave my spot vacant, cause I'm black. I see crowns and I take it cause I'm black. I never been in no spaceship, but I know a UFO when I see it. I know that it's gonna come when I need it. I put faith in God more than Bible readings. War don't play that shit. Address them when you see him. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. My dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause
yeah. But I took an oath that I'ma stand up and blaze the truth on any motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Bury me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving, got the feds, get a virus in these streets. Nigga, bury me a priest. Was throwing honor to my dad's name, he died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace. Tell my kids that he died on his feet. Bury me a priest. So cold-blooded, but the hoes love it. Posted with the low stugging. In 15, I got caught up in the wrong spot. The cop tried to whoop me till my nose blooded. Now I'm fighting back. Suit up all my niggas in that black. Troopers with them killers in the cat. Catch me on the corner going hard with them motherfucking facts. Blaze on your bitch ass. Drop the truth for change, then I get cash. Bring it to the table, then we split that. It's that nation building flow to make the dead turn their neck like a whiplash. Now bury me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving, got the feds, get a virus in these streets. Nigga, bury me a priest. Was throwing honor to my dad's name, he died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace. Tell my kids that it died on his feet. Bury me a priest. I'm from the South and knew a trail up in Cornell. Met a nigga by the name of Darnell. The pity ain't his real name. He put me on the work from the cartel. The bitch ain't a snitch. Never snitch. Then I hit my brother up. I kinda lick. This right before the truth. That shit legit. That's legit. We can ship it by the truck loaded. Party in the summer. We gon' hit, nigga.
Yeah.
About to be the man on they bitch ass. Got green plus his hands on they bitch ass. Pop a rubber band on the bitch ass. The fuck a nigga saying I don't kick cash. Let's slow the car down while I ride down the I-95. Thinking about my daughter's eyes on some real shit. My partner caught a case, faced the time. What the fuck is going through a nigga's mind on some real shit? My daddy passed away while I was crying, but my pride won't let me keep crying on some real shit. Something gotta give, shit. Cause somebody gotta make it out these streets. They're burying me a priest. Up at night, I never sleep. Contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving. Got the feds, get a violence in these streets. Nigga, bury me a priest. Was throwing honor to my dad's name. He died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's ever rest in peace, tell my kids that he died on his feet. Bury me a priest.
All right. Clap it up. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. We've been teaching this truth since 1969, and according to the Bible, the truth is that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. We've been lied to about our identity. We've been lied to about everything that we've learned here in North, Central, and South America and abroad. The scriptures say the children of Israel was scattered out abroad, man, through slavery via cargo transatlantic slave trade ships. That's well documented and well-known history. But here's ain't what ain't well documented, here in North, Central, and South America. I mean, they know, but they suppress the truth from us, the real Israelites. So they name us Mexican and Puerto Rican and Negro and nigger and black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We'll come to find out, according to the Bible, we are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. I want to say shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah to all the brothers. I want to say Yahweh Shemal Atah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. I'm Precinct Officer 500 Shabaya Allah, accompanied with my Ottawa Precinct Officer 500 Kayada War, holding down the Wednesday night law class. You know what I mean? You got any questions, comments, please feel free to type them in. We're nothing like the Christian church. You're going to get your answers. You're going to get answers to all the questions that you have here, man. You're not going to leave out knowing how to, sing and dance. This ain't rehearsal. This ain't crowd rehearsal. We come in here and we learn these scriptures, man. And I got a heavy topic I'm going to bring out tonight. But right now, I want to bring out some of the platforms that we got going. You want to tune in every Monday night to Commandant General Yohana. He got a podcast on YouTube called blackwatch.news. He bring out all the atrocities that's happening to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right before that, you got General Muhammad's Scripture Breakdown class. That's every Monday night. You want to tune into that. Bring your questions, man. Bring your comments. Bring your Christian pastor so you can see who really got the truth, us or them. You know what I mean? Every Tuesday night, we got the Brotherhood class. Every Wednesday night, we got the Law class. Every Thursday, Scripture Breakdown class. Every Friday, we got the Language class. Language, we speak, we teach every Friday night the Lashawan Kwadash, which means holy tongue. The holy tongue in the Bible is the same language that Christ spoke. You know what I mean? The same language the angels speak, God speak. And that's Hebrew, man. Lashawan Kwadash, Hebrew, man. Like a lot of times we think God's name is Jehovah. Well, you go look Jehovah up in Hebrew, it's Yahweh. You see what I'm saying? So it would behoove you to get in our classes. Every Saturday, we got the Sabbath class, man. Sabbath service, Salakia. You know what I mean? Going down every Saturday. You know what I mean? You want to tune into that. You know what I mean? So needless to say, we got a class going on every day of the week, man. Our doors never close for our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Unlike the Christian church, their doors always closed. When you go ask Joel Osteen, when they had the little war with the flood down there, he shut the doors and locked the doors. I believe it could have, 2,500 people, 25,000 people, something like that. Joel Osteen locked his doors, man. But Commander Junior Hunter don't lock the doors here, man. We don't give a damn if you homeless, you rich, poor, it don't matter. Come in here and learn the truth, man. And the truth is, our oppressors is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. You understand? You want to come in here and learn that. And since 1969, Commanding General Yohana has been commissioning priests and prophets of the Lord, man, teaching us the truth so we can go out there and wake up our brothers and sisters to what's going on out there in the world, man, what's going on in history. You know what I mean? And according to the Bible, according to archaeology, according to history, geographical locations, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. Tonight, my topic is going to be on we should celebrate the Passover and not Easter. Because we all know too many times in that Christian church, you know what I mean, is Easter basically a fashion show. They don't take time to go up and look up what the word Easter really means, you know what I mean? And I want to say shalom to all the brothers, shalom to all the sisters that's in. If you could, like and share the class, Baba Kashar. You got any questions, ask. Any comments, type them in the chat. You know what I mean? But again, tonight my topic is going to be on we should celebrate Passover and not Easter. Of course, we all should know by now, rabbits don't lay eggs. But too many times in the Christian church, and you look outside on so-called Easter Day, they're out there doing what? Having an Easter egg hunt. When rabbits don't lay eggs, man. So, I mean, that's just a blatant lie right there. What you say? Forget that it's a lie and still teach it to your kids. You want to know what you do when you do that? You train your kid how to become a professional liar. So don't get mad at the kid when he lied to you when you say you clean up your room and he say yeah, and he didn't. Don't get mad at him when you sit there and taught him a lie about Easter, man. It would behoove you to come in here and learn, and you're gonna learn tonight. Tonight's class is packed with knowledge that's almost never talked about in the Christian church. Yeah, you know I mean, again, it's a big fashion. You know, they wearing they pink and they green and they purple, they pink, men wearing pink suits, looking like full out pimps. You know what I mean? Pinky rings, alligator shoes. You know what I mean? And none of that's in the Bible, man. Christ didn't come sliding down the hall, down the church aisle with alligator shoes on, man, showing off his outfit, his Easter outfit.
Well,
I'm looking on Facebook. They bashing black and Hispanic and Native Indian men for not going to buy their kids a damn Easter egg basket. What the hell is an Easter egg basket got to do with this Bible, man?
well,
What do the Easter egg basket got to do with your kid, you know, being obedient to you? You should expect your kids to grow up and be gremlins. As they're young, expect them to be gremlins if you're going to teach them lies like Easter.
well,
And you go look up the word Easter in Hebrew, is actually Pesach, which means Passover. So a lot of time when you read Easter in the Bible, all the time, it's talking about the Passover. Ain't no now and again nothing. Anytime you see the word Easter in the Bible, it's directly talking about the Passover. And that ain't got nothing to do with Christ dying and getting up on the third day, resurrecting on the third day. In the Christian church, you taught that it's Resurrection Day. Well, that's a lie, and you're going to learn that tonight, all right? Passover. Tonight, we're going to get into what led up to this well-documented event called Passover that happened in Egypt. We're going to go over that. We're going to bring out scriptures and show you what led up to it. We're going to go to scriptures about what it is, and we also got scriptures in the Bible when God told us to remember it. You see what I'm saying? God never told you to remember a rabbit that lay eggs. Since we still on it, what they did was they tried to incorporate Christianity with paganism. Okay? The Christianity, of course, they tried to get parts out the Bible, even though the Bible is against Christianity and all religions. They would take parts of the Bible and try to implement it in with pagan practices. Hence, that's where you get the rabbit laying eggs and all that. But that rabbit and the word Easter, they try to incorporate it, and come to find out that they're worshiping a false goddess called Ishtar. If you go look up Ishtar, it's a fertility goddess. And if you go look up the images, if you go Google it, it's Ishtar, Ishtar. It's a fertility goddess. That's where you get the eggs from, fertility. love and all kind of sexuality and fertility. So they added that paganism in with parts of the Bible. Hence, that's why you got Christians in the Christian church celebrating these pagan holidays, man. Of course, in the Bible, God is against all pagan holidays, whether it be Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. The Most High God is against all that garbage, man. You can't find none of that in these scriptures. Not even Easter. Again, the word Easter, if you go look it up, you know, words have etymology too. They have origins, just like people. You go look up where a word come from. And that word right there, the way we say it now is how they say it in Greek. You know, the Bible was translated from Hebrew to Greek and Latin, and then it's English. But if you go look up that word,
Shabbat, y'all. Something wrong with the audio. If you would go
on my ear.
Yeah, something wrong with the audio. Go to those audio settings real fast. And I forget the button, but I think it's
okay. I'm at it right now.
All right, just reset it. Like make sure it's on USB audio box.
All right. Let me see. Bear with us 1 second. Okay, it's on audio box USB.
All right, click off of that, then click back on.
Okay.
Cause
How it sound now?
Shalom.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Come.
All right, sound better.
Okay, Most High Christ. The water out of one.
Yeah.
All right, let me see how it sound now.
Sound to walk.
All right, Most High Christ. It had like a choppy.
Yeah.
Okay. The water, brother. All right, so what I was bringing. Oh, it had the static there?
Yeah, I can still hear it.
That static.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Come.
Yeah, unplug the that converter box and then plug it back up. Like cut off the speaker and cut it. Like reset everything, basically.
All right.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, now I can't. If I take out the camera, that ain't gonna end the class, is it?
Yeah, don't take the camera out. Oh.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Click. Hold on. I think the camera came out. You can hear me, right?
Y'all can hear you. I can't see you.
Okay. I see what it is. We click this right here. All right, that should be now. How about now?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But it got some static to it.
Yeah. Let's continue on. We sort it out.
How about now?
I can hear you. It got the static in the back. I don't know if the volume too high or what it is.
Test. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's just that static. Like it comes and goes.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
All right,
we're just gonna go ahead and rock it out, man.
God, I'm gonna say try the other mic. Maybe it's the mic or the plug.
Yeah, let me try that. Test. How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can still that static in there. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that static is, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
We'll sort it out.
God. All right, we're gonna get back with, man. Salakia for the technical difficulties, man. We're gonna try to rock through it. Y'all hear me loud and clear? You give me loud and clear, press 1. I know Officer K out of War said got a little static in there. We're gonna rock through it though. nonetheless. Ain't nothing gonna bring out this truth. Ain't nothing gonna stop bringing out this truth. You know what I mean? All right, so back to it, man. Back to the topic, man. We should say Passover and not Easter, okay? Because we all know Easter. On what I was bringing out, if you go look up the word Easter, it's Pesach, which means Passover. Then, if you go read everywhere in the Bible where it say Easter and replace the word with Passover, or go to your Bible dictionaries and look it up in Hebrew, you will see that it means Passover. You'll see it for yourself. So to sit there and say that the celebration of Easter is when Christ died and rose and it's resurrection day, it's just simply a lie. Okay? It's not true. It's made up. That whole Easter thing come from the worship of a false goddess named Ishtar. It's known history. Go look it up. And if you look up the images, this goddess got several different breasts on his body, on her body. And it's supposed to be the goddess of fertility and love and all this garbage. You know what I mean? That the Greeks and the Romans made up. Of course, every outlet come from Egypt and Babylon and all that. You know what I mean? They just changed the name of everything, man. You know what I mean? So what we're going to learn today is Easter was never Resurrection Day. You're going to learn that the Easter is the Passover. All right? So without further ado, we're going to get right into the scriptures and show you what led up to the Passover, or what y'all like to call Easter. All right? Because we know that the Passover, Easter, the Passover, it predates Christ. Before Christ even came on the scene, they were celebrating the Passover. Matter of fact, Christ did get killed Passover night. He knew he was going to get killed Passover night, but he went on and done it anyway. Why? Because he loved his people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the Israelites, the real Jews. And you read the Bible, everybody know Christ come from the tribe of Judah, which is where the word Jew come from. He was the king of the Jews. Well, come to find out, we are the Jews. Blacks and so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I'd like to get a bedrock scripture right quick, how we always start off our classes. Baba Kishar, also N.W.O. Can I get Zephaniah 2:1 right quick, so we can show that it was going to be prophesied that it was going to be a people that would be hated. And we know they hated Christ, and they hated his people. In fact, his people even hated him, man. No different from today, man. Like, we go out on the street corners every day. They hate us. Our own people hate us for calling the very people that hung us and lynched us and murdered us, for calling them the devil. Our own people come up against us when they did that with Christ. You understand? Doing Passover time. They always did that, man. They did that against Moses, man. But we're gonna get a scripture to bag it up, man. Just so y'all, so we can, what they call it, carry out of war. They call fact check, don't it? Fact check. We about to check some facts right quick. Look at scriptures, man. Yeah. If you would, I get Zephaniah 2:1, Bob. Sure.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. O nation not desired.
Oh, what?
O nation not desired.
See, there it is. The Bible, the prophet Zephaniah is telling a specific people to gather yourselves together, because you're going to be the nation that's going to be hated. Not desired. I mean, nobody wants you. Nobody desire you. Who desired the Mexicans, man? Last time I checked, they're trying to get them off the border and build walls. Meanwhile, the Mexicans built this place, man.
What?
The Native Indians built this place, man. They're the people that's not desired. The Negroes. Think about all our Haitian brothers, man, and Jamaicans that picked all that sugar cane, man. You know what I mean? We picked all that cotton, man. You want to know why we did that and reap none of the benefits of all that labor? It's because we are that nation that's not desired. Now, that word nation, it means race. Well, come to find out, if you're from so-called Native Indian, Hispanic, Latino, or so-called black descent, Your ancestors that was on them slave ships, you in fact are the Israelites, the real Jews, the 12 lost tribes. That go all the way anywhere from, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Cubans, Venezuelans, Panama, Panamanians, Dominicans, Haitians, Jamaicans, Trinidad, all the native Indians, the Seminole Indians, you know what I mean? All the native Indians. I'm not talking about the so-called people from India, the one with the red dot in the middle of the head. That's not our people. Our people is the one with the feathers and the fringes. You know what I mean? That's our people, man. You know what I mean? All black women say they got Indian in their family if they got good hair. You'll claim that good hair. But why you won't go claim to know that they was raped, robbed, and murdered, man? From our oppressor, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Hey, Shalom, yo, Shkatar, what's going on? Officer Shabal out there holding down in Las Vegas, man. It's my auto warrant right there, man. Hey, if I could, man, let's get a Lord a hand, man, for the Passover that just went down in Cocoa Beach, Florida, man. You know what I mean? This whole class right here is about we should celebrate the Passover and not Easter. We just had a glorious Passover, man. I'm talking about April the 15th, man. Everybody came down from Puerto Rico. People came from, our brothers came from the UK, man, the United Kingdom, man. You know what I mean? On a pilgrimage to commune. They communed on a pilgrimage to be with their brothers and sisters, man. Because that's what we did in the Bible, man. That's what we did during Passover. They didn't come from the UK and Mexico and all these different places to sit down and talk about a goddamn rabbit laying eggs. What would you do that for? When rabbits don't lay eggs. Salakia. So, man, we did that. We did the slaughter of the lambs, which is absolutely biblical. You know what I mean? We had the Passover. You know what I mean? Right now, we're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, we're going to touch on that too. But I want to go into what led into the Passover, the actual Passover. Then we're going to go to the Feast of Unleavened Bread, in which we're in right now. All right. I believe the closing will be Saturday sundown coming up, because we started it Saturday sundown just passed. The last 7 days, every day we got to eat unleavened bread. We was commanded by the Most High God to take all products, food products that have leavening in it, whether it be bread or crackers or breadcrumbs, things like that, cereals and things like that. Anything that has leavening agent in it, so for like powder, cooking powder, or baking soda and things like that, sodium bicarbonated or something like that. If I said that right, Salakia. We're gonna get into it towards the end, but we got that bedrock scripture out of the way. So now we about to get into what led up to the Passover, because a lot of people have no clue what the Passover is, and I don't blame you if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, because you went to church all your life and heard Mary had a little lamb, beating drums and tamarines, learning absolutely nothing. Okay. Well, if you open up, wipe the dust, blow the dust off that Bible and open it up, read it. And that's another thing. You can't just read the Bible and get no kind of think you're gonna get some understanding if you don't know what the hell you're reading. You know, the Bible has to be taught to you, or else you're just gonna be reading it. That's like me going to get a brain surgery book and try to teach myself how to, do brain surgery on somebody. My advice to you is don't ever let me have brain surgery on you. You know what I'm saying? So let me give you some advice. Don't ever let nobody that's not in the ISUPK teach you this Bible. It's equivalent. Okay? Baba Kashai, Officer N.W.O. Can I get the book of Exodus? The book of Exodus, chapter 5 and verse 1. Salakia, before you get that, I want to show you that the same thing that we was going in Egypt, we're going through the same thing that we was going through right now that we was going in Egypt. What was going on, how they put taskmasters over us in Egypt, same way they got taskmasters over us now. Your bosses, man. How the hell you work all year and got to ask your boss for a week off. You know what I mean? To all the scoffers that want to come up and try to debunk this truth, man. Let me tell you something. To hell with you, man.
Well,
you want to know why? Because you're a coward. That's what you are. Anybody that don't want to learn the truth, you're a goddamn coward, man. And the truth is not in you. It's a lot of people that come to ISUPK and try to infiltrate us, man. Because you got kicked out of school, you want to come and try to sabotage what we got, man. That's what we'll keep rocking on, man. You understand? And the proof is we going through the same slavery that we went through in Egypt. Who can say that's a lie? Who can say that's a lie? Who is the first fired and the last hired? The last hired and the first fired. Same thing happened in Egypt. You understand? Y'all know when they was cracking them whips across our back? Who gonna deny that? We got scoffers that, like, why would we put in slavery? You gonna have to explain Deuteronomy 28 and 68. That shows you we will be sold to our enemies. We will go off into slavery. Who else on the planet went off into slavery, man? Other than us. Of course, you can't answer that. You know what I mean? So 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this coward up off here who got kicked out of school out of here. He's not interrupting nothing, but I'm going to go ahead and get him on up off here.
It's locking.
Car.
So I just want to big up to everybody tuning in and commenting. The more views and comments, the more the video get pushed out. So big up to all of y'all, no matter who you are. Salaki.
God, damn right. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna block the scoffer. I'm just letting them sit back and look at how we growing and look how beautiful everything is. You know what I mean? Right. Again, the topic is on we should celebrate the Passover, not Easter. If anybody gonna sit here and laugh at that, because our blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are sitting back worshiping some rabbits, laying eggs, and that's all you can come and say with is try to debunk our 12-tribe chart. No sweat. We see who the Lord with. We see who got the truth and who don't.
All
right. So let's get right to it. And I'm gonna show you we went through the same thing in Egypt that's going on here in America, in North, Central, and South America. Right? We went through the same hard bondage. And guess what? The same how people turn on us now, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, guess what? They did it in Egypt. The same way. When we out at camp prophesying, our own people come up against us. Well, guess what? Our own people came up against Moses. We know they came up against Christ, our black king Christ. Now, if anybody gonna try to debunk that we are the real Jews, you're gonna have to explain Revelations. Christ had hair like wool. You're gonna have to explain that. You're gonna have to explain his skin color. You can't skip past that. All right. You're gonna have to explain why Christ went to the Passover. In fact, was killed that night. We're gonna get all that. The book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 1. Verse 1, if you could, Baba Kashab.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 5, and verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Most High power of Israel.
Of
Let
who?
my people go. Of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel.
No, of the Canaanites.
Of Israel.
No, of the Moors.
Of Israel.
They say of Israel. Keep reading, Baba Kashab.
Well, let my people go.
Now you see that? Let my people go. My is a possessive pronoun.
Well,
it's talking about Israelites, man. The children of Israel. Now everybody got to ask themselves, who are these children of Israel? Who is this? And of course, if they wanted us to know, it will be plastered all over the world, just like they got, white Jesus plastered all over the world. They got white Jesus plastered all over North, Central, and South America. You go to South America, they got a big statue of him like this. A big old statue with it, but it ain't Jesus, of course. It says your boy here. You know what I mean? So go ahead, keep reading, Baba Kasha.
That they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
That they may what?
Hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
Oh, we. Now, that sound like, did that say that they may go and hide Easter eggs? Did you say that they may go hide Easter eggs? What did it say?
That they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
You understand? So we supposed to be still holding that feast. And the scriptures is going to prove that later on as we keep reading. All right? And let me say one more thing before we keep reading. Anybody, and I really don't care, you know, if it is just one coward that got kicked out of school. If it's anybody else that comes on a platform when we teach in the scriptures and try to debunk what the Lord is saying, you just making yourself look like a hole. You know what I mean? Because we on here, we could be out in your door right now. We could be out, you know, doing whatever, anything unlawful. But we choose to come in here and wake up our people to truth. And that's all you can do is come on here and argue with priests of the Lord, man. To hell with you, man. The Lord will deal with you.
Salaki. Shabbat, Salaki, if I could. Back around the way we was coming up, somebody might be like, they could beat you in something, beat you in a fist fight, beat you in basketball, or whatever the case is. And you really know how to play ball. You really know how to get busy. This cat right here talking about debunking the 12 tribe. Please do. Please debunk the 12 tribe. Debunk it. Please do. We wait. We accept all challenges. Whoever the hell dude is, man. Salak.
Yeah, get the out of war hand, man. Good night.
Please do. Please do. Baba push up.
Yeah. Hey, I had to give you a hand out of war because what you said is absolutely right and absolutely true. Let me show you what people won't do. We out there on the street every weekend. Every week. We ain't hiding. But we got some internet Twitter fingers on here. They'll get on the internet. Oh, they get so scholarly. But we on every corner in the United States every week.
Well,
come on up with your questions, man. We got a class every day. Come on up. Don't try to get on the internet and be an internet thug. You understand? We out there every week, man. All right, now back to the reading. No more with this scoffer, man. To hell with that scoffer, man. Just to let everybody know, he got kicked out of the school. He got kicked out of the school for being, y'all see the coward that he is. Okay, keep on reading. Baba Kasha.
So, and Pharaoh said, who is the Most High, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go?
This is what Pharaoh said to Moses and Aaron. He was like, who the hell, who is this Most High that I should listen to y'all? Because Most High told Moses and Aaron to go to Pharaoh and tell him, let my people go. So this Pharaoh, he's not an Israelite, he's a Hamite. He's a stinking heathen. He said, who is this guy that I'm supposed to listen to him and let my slaves go? Because if you didn't know, the same way we did slavery here in America, we did slavery back in Egypt. That's how they built those treasure cities and those pyramids. Those pyramids that you see over there, we built them, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, and Latinos, man. We built it. Just like no different than we came and built Europe, North, Central, and South America. Anywhere you got the Israelites are, that's where it's thriving at, because just in order to have a thriving society, you must have somebody on the top. You got to have slaves on the bottom to build your empire. No different than the kingdom of heaven that's coming. We're going to have slaves to build our kingdom as well. I know you probably don't believe it, but it's in the scriptures. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Bob Kashaw.
And Pharaoh said, who is the Most High, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Most High.
You see that? He didn't get Pharaoh, just Just like America, Pharaoh did in Egypt didn't give a damn about the Most High. You want to know why? Because here in America, they don't give a damn. On the back of the money, they say, "In God we trust." You got "In God we trust" on the back of your currency, but you don't do nothing that God say do. God said not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. God said don't have interracial marriage, sex. Don't intermarry. Sex is marriage, but you can't interracially marry. But what they do, God said you can't be a gay man or a gay woman. But what do America do? They do all the above. So in God, they don't trust. Neither did they trust in God, like Pharaoh just said. Could you read that part again, Baba Kasha? For the hard-headed Christians that's got their Twitter fingers here in our live.
And Pharaoh said, "Who is the Most High, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Most High."
To let Israel go. It didn't say, "Who am I to obey the Most High to let Egyptians go?" Pharaoh was an Egyptian. He said to let Israel go. Go ahead, keep reading.
I know not the Most High.
He said,
"Neither what? I know not the Most High."
He admitting off top, I know not the Most High, which is why them Egyptians was over there worshiping all those different gods in Egypt, man. Now, what we bring out right now is what led up to Passover. You see, because we, the children of Israel, we was over there worshiping those false Egyptian gods, man. And Moses and Aaron pleaded with the Most High. You know what I mean? The Most High told Moses to go tell Moses and Aaron to go tell Pharaoh to let the children of Israel go, man, because of the hard bondage of slavery that he was in. And I'm jumping the gun. I'm gonna let the scriptures do all the talking. Okay, you can go ahead, Salak.
Verse 3, and they said, "The Most High of the Hebrews hath met
The Most High of who?
Of the Hebrews.
The most High of the who?
Of the Hebrews."
You see that? The Most High of the Hebrews. It don't say the Most High of no Egyptians or the Canaanites or what they Cush, Kemet, all them different names they love to call them today. It didn't say the Most High of everybody. It said Most High of the Hebrews. Go ahead.
"Have met with us. Let us go. We pray thee 3 days' journey into the desert."
See, Moses and Aaron was trying to tell Pharaoh to let the children of Israel go out into the wilderness only 3 days, man. Man, this bastard, he didn't even want to let them go, man. He was like, nah, but I'm gonna let the story tell it, because it's such a worthy story that should be taught in Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian households. Because we read about when the 13 colonies over here in America got free from Great Britain. We'll celebrate 4th of July for America's independence. However, we don't want to look at our history and look at who we were in the great we are, and see how the Most High, set us free out of our oppressors, man. We're so quick to celebrate for another nation, right? But we celebrate another nation, but we don't want to acknowledge all our accomplishments, man. And the Most High never worked on the behalf of the other nations. He only wanted us to obey him. But because we disobeyed him, he made us on the bottom of all nations. It ain't that they're greater than us. It ain't that they're, smarter than us or stronger than us. It's simply because we break God's law, statutes, and commandments, man. Which is why we was in Egypt in the first place, man. Go ahead, keep reading, Bob Kasha.
"And they said, The Most High of the Hebrews have met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Most High our power, lest he fall upon us with pestilence, or with the sword."
Or with the sword, no different than COVID-19. No different than the pestilences, the sicknesses, AIDS, epidemic. No different from that, man. The Most High smote us with that, man. Why? Because we want to be the biggest whores. We want to be the biggest gay people out here. We want to celebrate these pagan Easter, Ishtar, fake goddesses, instead of keeping the Passover. So the Most High still smitten us with the sword and pestilences, man. We knew that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was a terrible power, man. So we just wanted to go sacrifice, man, and reference the Most High, man. But Pharaoh, being the heathen that he is, no different than Donald Trump and all these presidents that's been over Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in today's time, it was no different. They're all heathens, man. Whether they be white, Caucasian heathens or African heathens, man. We done been slave to all the nations, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians has been slaves to all these different nations, man. Keep reading, Bob Kashal.
Verse 4, and the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you unto your burdens.
Yeah, the Pharaoh, the king, the Pharaoh and the king would be no different from like the president today, or somebody, the head of state, which is the president. You know what I mean? Man, like, first of all, who is y'all God to be questioning me? Like, who are y'all to tell me to let these slaves off their slavery? Who the hell are y'all? You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 5, and Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens.
Yeah, he said it's a lot of them Israelites, man. It's a lot of them Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I don't know if y'all ever seen a Mexican on the side of the road building America. Listen, Jeff Bezos, I believe that Jeff, which one of them on Amazon? I believe it was Bezos. Bezos knew one thing. He knew who to get to buy and build them Amazon buildings. You go out there, ain't nothing but Mexicans out there building them Amazon warehouses. You know what I mean? They're not stupid. They know who God's chosen people is, man. They know who know how to plant the seeds and get and grow crops, man, and reap none of the benefits. I mean, like, if you take so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians out of the equation, there would be no Egypt. There would be no America. There would be no Babylon, because they would have just been mediocre cities. But because they had God's chosen people as slaves in those captivities, they thrived. Keep reading, Bible Kashah.
And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens. Verse 6, and Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, verse 7, ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick. As heretofore, let them go and gather straw for themselves. You
see that? Because they seen Moses and Aaron coming to them saying, hey, the Most High saying, we get a break, a 3 days break, man. But he seen that, he was like, nah, y'all ain't getting a break. We're gonna make you do it without the straw that we provided for y'all. We're gonna make y'all go and get your own straw. You know what I mean? So you can build these pyramids and these cities. And anybody think about brick, they put straw. If you ain't got straw, it's like what you call that? When you're building a structure, like the brick would crumble and break so easily. If you don't get nothing to bind that together, it'll be weak. You see what I'm saying? So they was providing us with the straw at first, but because Moses and Aaron went to them saying, let my people go, they looking at it like, oh, they complaining. Let's put more work on them. Let's put more bondage on them so they can stop complaining. You know what I mean? No different than, you know, say like the slaves. If a slave would try to rebel, they would punish all the other slaves, and then what? All the slaves would get mad at that one slave who left instead of the oppressors. So they would make the other slaves work just as hard, twice as hard. Why? Because we tired of being slaves, man. We know in our DNA and in our spirit, this ain't right, man. That's why we had all the Nat Turner. Shout out to the Nat Turners, man. People that, you know, it's like that man, to hell with this, man. I'd rather die than be a slave. You know what I mean? Harriet Tubman said this: I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more, only if they knew they were slaves. But because that one slave left, of course, just to make y'all, you know, so the class can see the scripture more clear. If you buck against massa, he's gonna put more burden, more work, more hard labor, and more hard slavery on the slave. And this is what we're reading right now. Keep going, Baba Kasha.
Verse 7, no, Salaki. Verse 8, and the tale of the bricks, which they did make heretofore, ye shall lay upon them. Ye shall not diminish aught thereof, for they be idle.
Well, they be
Therefore,
idle. To be idle mean to be like lazy. They didn't want them to. They wanted them to go find their own straw to add with the brick. You know what I mean? To put so they can be working all the time. They wouldn't have time to murmur and complain about the hard bondage that's been put on them. Now, mind you, as we read through this story, the Most High is watching all this the whole time. And he's allowing it to happen the whole time. And once we get to this story, you're going to see, wow, the Most High had us the whole time, man. The Most High knows the struggles that's going on here in North Central and South America, man. The Most High sees our groaning and moaning and slavery and what they've done to his chosen people, man. Rest assured, they're going to pay for that. No different than the Most High did in Egypt. He's going to do it again here in America, man. Understand? Go ahead, keep reading, Baba Kasha.
For they be idle, therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our power.
So right now he mocking the children of Israel. Let us go to the wilderness so we can sacrifice our God. You see, he mocking them. You see what I'm saying? This is Pharaoh trying to mock the children of Israel. You see what I'm saying? He almost being sarcastic right here. You see? He's mocking Moses and Aaron from the request that their people be let go into the wilderness so we can make sacrifices to our God. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 9, let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein.
Let there be what?
Let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein.
Let's put more work on them. In other words, let's oppress them more. Let's put more oppression on them. You see, you're starting to see a pattern here. You start because what I'm doing is showing you what led up to the Passover and what the Passover is all about. But you must know what happened for the Most High to kill all the firstborn of the Egyptians, man. Go ahead, keep reading.
So like verse 10, verse 9, let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain works.
You see that? Put more work on them and don't listen to them talking about let us go into the wilderness and serve our God. Don't listen to none of the words that they're saying, right? Go ahead. And everybody, welcome to the class. I appreciate everybody coming to class. You got any questions or comments? Disregard that Calvin got kicked out of school. All right, go ahead, keep reading, Baba Kasha.
It kind of Salaki.
Huh?
Right, ignore whoever this cat is. But however, I do distinctly remember this the cat right here that used to he had a problem with his bowels. He used to dirty his pants up. It's the same cat right here. That is.
Come on, man.
That's you. My man.
So do you to describe his problem? He need to put on pamper.
I believe he was I believe he was an Edomite that couldn't prove his lineage. He couldn't come to class because he had a problem with his bowels.
So we went on to kick him out.
He never showed up.
Good night. Hey, I'm glad. Get the Lord a hand for that. Get the Lord a hand for that. Because if he came in here with that type of problem, Salakia, hey brother, you might have to tune. You got to tune in from from home. We ain't gonna let him break nothing up no more. Let's keep on reading Baba Kasha all the while. He ain't stopping nothing.
So,
That coward did get kicked out of the school, and like my other one said, he got kicked out for shitting on himself. He can't, he don't know how to, excuse my language. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
verse 10. And
God.
the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and they spake to the people, saying, Thus say Pharaoh, I will not give you straw.
So the taskmasters done went out, you know what I mean, to the slaves, talking about, we ain't gonna give y'all no straw. Y'all gotta go find y'all own straw, which means put more work on us, in other words. Keep reading, Baba Kashab.
Verse 11, Go ye, get you straw where ye can find it.
See
Yet
that?
not
Go get your own straw. Go ahead.
Yet not aught of your work shall be diminished.
Even though you're going to find your own supplies, y'all better have what we told y'all to have built on the same time it's supposed to be built. You see why the Most High had to, show his arm not to be short and reach down from heaven and deliver the children of Israel out of Egypt, out of the hands of Pharaoh. You see that? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 12. So the people were scattered abroad throughout
The people
all
was
the
what?
land, scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble instead of straw.
No different from when we was picking cotton. You look at us, we were scattered out on them cotton fields out there. You had little boys on certain lines, certain rows. You had women on certain rows. You had the older men, making sure everything run right in order, but we scattered all out there. That's how it was when we was in Egypt, the same slavery. Even when they was picking sugarcane, how they even today, how the Puerto Ricans and Mexican brothers on the border down there, and picking strawberries and all the vegetation and all the fruit. You see who out there picking it, but we don't get no benefit from it. You see what I'm saying? They're out there paying them nothing. But without us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on this planet, the earth would stop economically. Right. And you want to know why the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob made it stop? He still made the economy stop. It's called a pandemic, called COVID-19. God is destroying America just like he destroyed Egypt. But with Egypt, he said plagues. Well, COVID-19 is a plague. And guess what? All these things is the beginning of the end of America. The beginning of the end of this, our oppressors ruling over the children of Israel. This is good gospel right here. Gospel means good news. Well, we got good news in the ISUPK. For if you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, our freedom is coming. Our liberty, our freedom is coming, man. That's why Christ, they call Christ the Savior. He's coming to save the people who's in bondage, who's in America, aka Egypt. It's a scripture in the Bible that said America is spiritually Egypt and Sodom. God. The daughter of Babylon, man. When I say America, we know, in case you ain't in the I know everybody ain't in the ISUPK. The daughter of Babylon is America. In case you know. America is prophesied in the Bible to fall, just like Babylon fell. It's just history repeating itself, man. And it's the same characters. God always put a heathen nation over us for disobeying him. You see, look at Caucasian people. You see how goofy and retarded they look? You know you stronger and better than them, yet they're over you. You don't think there's something strange about that? It's because God is against you. And big, tall, lanky Africans, man. You don't know why they can't play ball like us? Meanwhile, they still above us. It's because God is against us, man. Wow. We the best in everything, man. That's right. But because we didn't want to hearken to the Most High, God's law, statutes, and commandments, we got to go through this hard bondage. But God made a covenant with our forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He made a covenant. That covenant is still with us today, man. Keep reading, Baba Kashab. Salaki for the sidebar.
Verse 12. So the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble instead of straw.
Yeah, we were grabbing stubble instead of straw. They was providing the straw, but because Moses and Aaron went and complained, I wouldn't even say complain. They did what thus says the Lord. They told Pharaoh to let my people go, as the Lord told Moses to tell them. They was just doing what the Lord was saying. Moses was in the truth at this time. Keep reading.
Verse 13. And the taskmasters hasted them, saying, fulfill your works, your daily tasks, as when there was straw.
You better keep doing the same job you was doing. Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna give you all the supplies that you need to finish these jobs. And you better have our quota done up at the end of every day. You better. That's what he's saying. Keep reading.
Verse 14. And the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them.
Don't that sound like today? What they do? They'll put a black supervisor over the niggas. You see what I'm saying? Well, guess what? Them Egyptians did that then. That's what, listen, America is a carbon copy of Egypt.
That's right.
Everything Egypt did, America's doing. They put a matter of fact, think about on the slave plantations. They call them a house nigga.
Yeah.
We was out there in the field, you had house niggas. Master say, y'all hurry up and get your work done out there. Boy, he just as black as you. You see? Keep reading.
This is verse 14. And the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten and demanded, wherefore have ye not fulfilled your task in making brick both yesterday and today as heretofore?
Good night. Look at that. They seen them beating us, man, because we couldn't keep up with that quota, man. How you gonna make us do a hard job that we was already, in slavery, hard bondage doing, then take away our supplies and expect us to meet y'all same quota? So we wasn't meeting the quota. They started beating us, man. Keep reading. Now you starting to see why the Most High had to deliver us out of the hand of these bastards, man.
That's right.
In the ISUPK, we tell you straight up, I don't love everybody, and somebody got a bill to pay. They done ran up. You ever went to a restaurant and you ran up a tab, and let's say you short on that money. Oh, guess what? Somebody gonna pay that tab, or you gonna wash them dishes. Everybody done said it. Guess I'll be back there washing dishes. Nah, ain't gonna be no dishing washing on this tab that they done ran up. This tab they ran up is listed with slavery, rape, robbery, murder, theft. Listen, let me tell you something. They're gonna pay that tab in full, and they're gonna pay it with their blood.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead, keep reading, Bob Kashaw.
Verse 15. Then the officers of the children of Israel came and cried unto Pharaoh, saying, wherefore dealest thou thus with thy servants?
He said, man, why? They said, why y'all dealing with our people like that, man? You gotta beat them like that, man. You see, y'all took the straw away from them. They can't, they can't do up the quota that y'all met for them, because y'all took away their what they needed to get this job done. You gonna beat them on top of that? Why? Keep reading.
This is verse 16. There is no straw given unto thy servants. And
you see that? You said they ain't even got no straw. How you think they're gonna finish this task or these hard jobs when you ain't even give them no straw? Go ahead.
And they say to us, make brick. And behold, thy servants are beaten, but the fault is in thine own people. This
is Moses and Aaron saying that y'all making them do this without straw and telling them to make brick, but the fault is with your own people. Meaning it's because of y'all that they not getting these quotas made. It ain't because of the servants. It's because y'all made their job harder. That's what Moses saying to the Pharaoh and his people, man. Go ahead.
Verse 17. But he said, ye are idle.
Ye are idle. Idle mean lazy. Lacking, don't want to do no work. Meanwhile, they out there in hard bondage and sun slavery, working sun up to sundown. But he calling us lazy. Ain't that what they do today in America? I'll get a job.
Right.
400 years in slavery, and then what they tell us? Pick yourself up by your own bootstrap.
Right.
When it's a reason why we over here in the condition that we in. Keep reading, Baba Kasha.
Verse 17. But he said, ye are idle. Therefore ye say, let us go and do sacrifice to the Most High.
He's still on that sarcastic bull crap. Y'all say y'all can't do this and that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all gonna get it done. Being sarcastic, just like a slave master. Go ahead.
God. Verse 18. Go therefore now and work.
And what?
And there shall work.
Mm-hmm.
For there shall no straw be given you, yet shall ye deliver the tale of bricks.
Yeah, this is saying it over and over the same thing. I don't care what y'all crying about. What I ain't trying to hear none of that about y'all. This God y'all want to go speak to or sacrifice to. I ain't trying to hear that. Keep building these pyramids, slaves. That's what the Africans did to the children of Israel.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Verse 19. And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case.
They seen that.
Was said,
hold on, man. These doggone. Hold on. These jokers right here is evil, man.
That's right.
It's an evil thing that they doing to us, man. Go ahead.
That's
keep
right.
reading.
And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case. After it was said, ye shall not diminish aught from your bricks of your daily tasks.
They seen how evil it was when the Pharaoh was like, we're going to take away the straw. Y'all going to get y'all own straw. But y'all better still have the same amount of bricks and the same amount of things we told you to build and the same amount of things we told you to produce. You better have it done. Moses and them like, man, we see this an evil thing, man. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 20. And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way as they came forth from Pharaoh.
So these is us, the children of Israel. We watching Moses and Aaron come from the Pharaoh. Really, Moses and Aaron was telling Pharaoh, let my people go. Wow. You know what I mean? We see the evil that you're doing to our people. But because we see Moses and Aaron coming from the Pharaoh, we thought that it was because of them that they put hard bondage on us. Meaning, because Moses and Aaron went to that Pharaoh and they put hard bondage on us, we thought it was Moses and Aaron's fault. No different from when we at camp. They think it's our fault when we really try to tell our people that the slave masters that's over us here in America, they the devil that the Bible speaks of. So we go out there and speak about it. We go out there and say, let my people go.
What? Who
is the first people that come up to us? Our damn people. What? They ain't the devil. You the devil. You just a KKK. This is the mindset of the servants right here. Now we're going to read about it. Watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And they said unto them, the Most High look upon you and judge, because ye have made our Savior to be abhorred in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of his servants. To put a sword in their hand to slay us.
That's niggas. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians looking at Moses and Aaron talking about, let God judge you. You done went up there now. They got a sword in our hand to slay us. Sound just like some niggas, don't it? When really Moses was pleading for you. We up there every Saturday and in these classes every day for you. What you say? Right. Go get a job. You the reason why they don't like us. That's a homeborn slave right there. Right. You see? Keep reading, Baba Kasha.
Verse 22. And Moses returned unto the Most High and said, Yahweh, wherefore hast thou so evil entreated this people?
Moses,
Why
like,
is it-
damn, Moses saying to the Most High, like, dang, why would you put me in this position? The people turned on me as if I went to Pharaoh and told Pharaoh to put our people in hard bondage. He's questioning the Lord, like, why would you do this to me? Go ahead.
Why is it that thou hast sent me?
You see that? Why did you send me? Why you couldn't send nobody else, Lord? That my people done turned on me, man. Let me tell you something, man. To be in the truth, you can't be no coward.
That's right.
We don't give a damn who go against what we saying, man. Because we know what we saying, it comes straight from the Most High in Christ all the way down to Commander Junior Yohana, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Damn right, man. Most High in Christ. Listen, you gotta be cut from a different cloth to be in here, man. That's why we go out there, the same drug dealers, same killers, stealers, and dealers that the Christian church throw away. The Most High don't want them thrown away. The Most High want us to go get them out the streets, man, so they can come in here, man, and learn the truth according to God, man. And you're gonna find out God ain't no punk, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna find out God always was a man of war, and He want warriors likewise, man. There ain't nobody in that Christian church gonna come up here and say the things we say boldly. Stand out there in them street corners boldly and call our oppressors the devil that the Bible speaks of. I'm showing you the things that's leading up to the Passover. Of course, our people have no clue what the Passover is. We're going to show you what it is. Go ahead, keep reading, Baba Kashai.
Shalak, Shabbat, y'all, if I could. If I could add on just one thing, Shalak, interrupting, and it, where do the people think that we come from? You know what I mean? We like how you were saying a little earlier, we was the murderers, the thieves, you know what I mean? We were the drug dealers. And then we heard this truth and came across the truth and decided the truth is way more important than our own fleshly desire, our own greed and our own lust. We turned our lives around and turned our mentality around and chose to serve the Lord, which we implore our people to do. Salah.
Man, get that brother a hand, man. Man. That's right. That's right. Spot on what you was bringing out of the war, man. The water for that brother. You know what I mean? Every time, hey, look, I love when Officer Kai out of war. We used to do this all the time. But one of the brothers, you know what I mean, that you could come to class at night. You know what I mean? Lord be with that brother. You know what I mean? You know, he'll be back rocking and rolling, soon. But Officer Kai out of war stepped right in, man. He was like, man, just call me. Send me the link. I got you. You know what I mean? Could have been doing anything else, man. But this brotherhood in here, man, surpasses our own, desires, man. It surpasses it. You know what I mean? We need more brothers like Officer Kai War, man, and the priests and prophets in here in the ISUPK, man. Go out here and wake up our people, man. Because we suffering out here. But no sweat. We're going to get a little bit more here in this X. We're going to read down to 23. And then we're going to go into, because right now we're showing you what led up to the Passover. The Egyptians had us under hard bondage. It was like bump your God, F your God. I ain't go out and put in this 3 days to pay your God. Who is this God? F you, and F him too. That's basically what they were saying, right? Now go ahead, keep reading about yeah.
Yeah, verse 23. For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name, he have done evil to this people. Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all.
See that? See, Moses, he was questioning the Most High, man. He was like, you ain't even delivered them. I ain't gonna say he was losing faith, but a lot of times, let this be a lesson right here to people that's coming into the truth and in the truth. Don't drop your sword. You know what I mean? I know it may seem like sometimes like the Most High not with us, but I'm telling you, he is. Let's get some proof on this. Let's get Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. Don't let your faith, don't let don't get weary in the faith, man, in believing in God's law, statutes, and commandments. Don't get weary in this truth, man. The Christian church, you'll get weary and you go out back and do whatever, you was doing in the world. But in here, hold tight, man. The Most High is about to send our Savior, Christ, man. Just like he sent a Savior, Moses, to them. No sweat. Let's get some more on this. Now, I just showed you but led up to the Passover. Now, we about to begin to learn what the Passover is. If you would, Baba Shah.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 6 and verse 1. Then the Most High said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh.
Now what?
Then the Most High said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh.
Look, this is the Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He wanted us to go through that hard bondage because we had a hard head. We was disobedient. Just like a good father, he whooped our behind. He punished us. Yeah. But he did that all so we can see that he was our God the whole time. You ever had a child, you tell him, don't go do something. You tell him over and over again, don't do this, don't do that. Then finally, you sit back and watch him. You let him go do it. Then guess what? They touched that stove. They find out the hard way that pot was hot. You see? That's what the Lord did, so to speak. But he's not going to let somebody just come and harm. You ain't going to let somebody just come and harm and slap the kids up. No. So is the Lord not going to let them get away with this. You know what I mean? But you can't go rescue somebody that's hard-headed every time, too. Like the most I could have been got us out of this hard bondage. But because we didn't want to hearken unto his word, still to this day, we don't want to listen and think that we got to keep God's laws. The Christian church say that God's laws is done away with. They are not done away with. We're fighting tooth and nail in the UPK to get this and make this clear. You know what I mean? That everybody understand. That way this time, God will spare not. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, straight up, God is about to send Christ and them angels, and they're going to wreak havoc on this place for what these heathens have done to God's chosen people. Read that verse from the top one more time, Baba Shah. I'm going to let you read all the way through it this time.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 6 and verse 1. Then the Most High said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand.
With a what?
With a strong hand.
Look at that. That don't sound like God no punk to me.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For with a strong hand shall he let them go. And with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land.
Look at that. Man, get a Lord a hand for that, man.
Yeah, right.
And he did. He stood firm on getting us out of that land. Listen, the Lord did it then, and he's going to do it again right here in North Central and South America and where we scattered at abroad. The Lord is going to do it again, man. He did it before in Egypt, man. That's a very powerful scripture right there. That's the Lord say, yeah, I seen them, what they was doing when you asked them to come serve me. They wouldn't let you. I seen all the slavery, man, the rape. I seen what they was doing to y'all. But I got something for them. It's about to happen again here in America, man. Now let's get right into it. We done built it up. We're at the climax. Let's go to Exodus 6 and drop down. We can go ahead and drop down to verse 5. Because we was in verse 1. I just read it from. If anybody want to write these scriptures down. Now you want to drop down to verse 5. Watch how powerful this gets. Oh, it's about to get good. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 6 and verse 5. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel.
You see that? Anybody know what groaning means? That means crying out, praying. All them Negro spirituals, all them songs that the Hispanics sing, the Native Indians sing, man, them powwows, and all throughout our salsa music and our hip hop and R&B. You know what I mean? The Lord hear our cry, man. Listen, you hear them old Negro spirituals, man. You hear pain in our voice. The Lord see Trayvon Martin, man. The Lord see George Floyd, man. The Lord see Sandra Bland, man. This was happening in Egypt too. The Lord say, I hear all your groaning, man. I see all the slavery that these heathens putting y'all through. Keep reading, Baba Kasha.
Whom the Egyptians keep in bondage.
Whom the Egyptians keep in bondage. The Lord is watching all this, man. And it's unfolding right here before our very eyes. Problem was, we got the prophets back now. We here again. And we're telling you, if you here or watching these classes, coming to the Israelite School of UPK and can change your life, man. So you can see these prophecies more clearly than you do in that Christian church. Because you don't see these prophecies in that Christian church. All you do is hear a dance and watch somebody cut backwards flips down the aisle. And you watch Easter egg baskets get passed out to children. Go ahead, keep reading.
And I have remembered my covenant.
And that covenant is the covenant that he made with our black forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Lord is saying, I remember the covenant that I made with them, man. We got to stand firm in this truth, man. Listen, the Most High ain't forgot about us, man. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel.
Say unto the Egyptians.
Unto the children of Israel.
No, say unto the white people.
Unto the children of Israel.
No, say unto God. God coming to say this to everybody.
Unto the children of Israel.
Let's see what the Lord is about to say to the children of Israel. Go ahead. I
am the Most High, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will.
He's saying right here, if you in this class, he said to you right now, I'm gonna bring you from out the burdens of America, out the burdens of wherever the 12 lost tribes scattered at. We mainly in North, Central, and South America, but the scriptures say we were scattered abroad. But we in the Israelite school UPK know the bulk of us is in North, Central, and South America right now. Go ahead, keep reading.
And I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage,
out of their slavery. Right. Bondage is another word for slavery. The Lord said He's gonna rid us of this slavery, going to work all these hours at these jobs to get the money right back to our oppressors, man.
Wow.
This is why the Lord got to free us and send Christ our Savior to come save us. Who else needs saving? The white man don't need saving. He run the earth. He run the diamond district. He run all of the media. Who you pay your water bill to? Light bill, gas bill, phone bill, car note. Yeah. Who you pay that to? What he needs saving from? Go ahead, keep reading.
And I will rid you of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgment.
Look at that. That's how much God loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. He said with a stretched arm, man, and with great judgments. You want to know what that great judgment is? Judgment Day. The Most High is going to make America and all the high powers go to war. It's called World War III. And World War III is prophesied throughout the whole Bible.
That's right.
Christians, they think the end of the world is like the earth going to disappear. No. World just means age or society. This society is not going to be ran by no Caucasian or no African slave masters or Arab slave masters as it always been. And the Lord strategically made that happen like that.
Right.
Go ahead, Peter.
Salaki Shabayala. Just one real quick. Just real quick. And like how in the scriptures say what? That the Lord got a stretched arm out, right? What is a stretched out arm for? What do you stretch your arm out for? That's to help somebody up. You know what I mean? Hey. That's exactly what the hell we do. You know what I mean? We stretch our arm out to help our brothers and sisters up out the rut that all of us are in. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Salah.
Man, give that brother a mighty, powerful win, man. You know what I mean? Because what you saying is so true. Officer Kayada War, a stretched out hand is to help who? Help your brothers. Let me tell you, you understand what a stretched out hand is. Chinese people understand. They stretch their hand out, which is why they'll stretch their hand out to their own people, which is why you ain't never seen no nigga work in a Chinese restaurant. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a nigga work in a Chinese restaurant. You want to know why? Because they know how to stretch out their arm to their people. Here's the problem. We think we got to stretch our arms out and love everybody. Meanwhile, everybody hate Chris. Everybody hate the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna go to verse 9, Baba Kashaw.
Verse 9. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses. For
You see
anguish
that?
of spirit.
Look at that. Read it again from the top, Baba Kashaw.
And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto
Hearken
Moses.
mean listen.
For anguish.
We didn't listen. Right, I'm gonna stop right there, Baba Kashaw. We didn't hearken unto the words of Moses. God was giving Moses instruction. God was giving Moses on what to tell us what we were supposed to do and what we was not to do. But we didn't hearken. We didn't listen to Moses, man. You want to know why we know what slavery tastes like? Because we didn't hearken unto Moses, man. God spoke directly to Moses and Aaron, man, to speak to the children of Israel. But we didn't hearken. We didn't listen. Go ahead, keep reading.
And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit.
For anguish of spirit, that means broken. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you look at America today, we are a broken nation. We are a broken people. Our spirits are broken. Why you think we got so many crack houses? Why you think we got so many strip clubs? We broke. We don't know who we are. We don't know we was the greatest hunters. We don't know we was the greatest. We knew how to herd cattle. We don't know that we God's chosen people, the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. We didn't have no clue who we are. We calling ourselves African American and Mexican and Latina. When God calls us his chosen seed, man, the children of Israel. We got an anguish of spirit. Go ahead, keep reading.
But they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage.
And that's going on today.
10.
Our people, we're gonna stop at 9.
Right.
Our people are so destroyed. When we go out there on the street corners at camp and try to tell them the truth, because their spirit's so broken, they can't even receive the truth, man. We say God is black because the scriptures say so. Because they're so broken with Roman Catholicism and these white images of God and Christ and the angels, their spirit is broken. You know how much that would empower a little black boy to know that God is black of this Bible? Instead of your big mouth Christian leaders talking about ain't no color in the Bible. You know what you do to that little black boy? That little Hispanic boy, that Native Indian boy? You break his spirit, man. God ain't got no color. I don't care what color he is. And that's why your whole family broken, you dumb, stupid simpleton. Maybe you should care what color he is. Maybe you should ask questions. Maybe you should just come into the Israelite school or UPK and learn it for yourself. We're reading right out of the King James Version Bible, something that y'all never opened. Christians, let me tell you something. Christians will go buy all the highlighters in Walmart. And I'm talking about, you open up that book, I'm talking about they highlight everything in there, different color highlights. They don't understand not one scripture. Tell me I'm lying.
What?
Moving on. Now we know the topic is on we should celebrate Passover, not Easter. Now, let's get right into the Passover, shall we? Let me get, you know what I want, Officer K out of war? Let me get that Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. We're going straight. We're going to learn what Passover is today. You never learned in the Christian church. You learn how to go have an Easter egg hunt. Guess what, Christians? Easter means Passover. If you go look up the word Easter in Hebrew, it's Pesach, which means Passover. Let that sit on your brain. You know what I mean? Like an egg sit on a hot skillet. Feel that in your spirit, okay? The word Easter in Hebrew is Pesach, which means Passover. So when you see Easter in the Bible, you know it's talking about Passover. Easter is not Resurrection Day. It's a lie. We're going to get it. No sweat. You got that out of one, Baba Kashal?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Verse 3.
Hold on right there.
Speak ye.
Hold on a second, Baba Kashal. First, it started off by saying, Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying. So the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron. You know what I mean? And this is what he was saying to him. Read verse 2 right quick. Slowly, I'm going to break it down, Baba Kashal.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
So who in the hell told us that January was the first month? Because this ain't what the Bible saying.
That's right.
Anybody want to know when the first month is? The first month, according to the Bible, is springtime. Not dead in the winter, December, January, all that garbage. That's all that's a lie. Our oppressors are so much, devil mean deceiver or liar. They so much of the devil, they change times and name and months. The beginning of the month is spring, which is when they held Passover. How do we know? Because also N.W.O about to read it to you right now. Go ahead.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel.
Hold on. Speak ye to all the congregation of who?
Israel.
No, you can speak. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Speak
Israel.
ye unto all the congregation of Israel.
So he's talking to a specific people. Again, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. That's who we directly descend from. Directly. Go ahead, keep reading.
Saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers. A lamb for a house. Verse
so this is what
4.
we did. We ate lamb during the Passover. It's about to break down what Passover is. We ate lamb. Okay? Anytime Christians see the word lamb in the Bible, they automatically think it's talking about Christ. No, we literally ate lamb on the Passover. And it's about to show you how we did it. This is our culture. You notice it didn't say each one of them took a rabbit and laid an egg. It say a lamb. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb.
And say like if we had extra, say like if you had extra in that one house, and your neighbor didn't have no lamb, we would share the lamb. Listen, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people are the most peaceable people on the planet. We'll give you the shirt off our back, but because we've been in bondage, hard bondage under this Pharaoh, America, and all this pharaohs, we don't give to each other no more. I remember back in the day, remember, you didn't have no sugar and I didn't have no hot dog buns, we would swap that thing out when we came out of war. No. Y'all don't remember going to, sometimes you get tired of coming back and forth, but that's your damn brother. We knew that's what we had, man. It was so big when we was in our land, Israel, Jerusalem, man. Our customs have been in this Bible the whole time. Keep reading, Baba Kashal.
It's a lot.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish.
Well, wait right there, Baba Kashal. When it say your lamb shall be without blemish, meaning it was a it was a healthy, fresh lamb. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't cross-eyed. It didn't have one eye, one leg. You ever see a dog in the neighborhood? You know, it might be limping or something. It wasn't nothing sick or wrong with this lamb. It was perfectly healthy. Okay, it didn't have one ear or something like that. Well, birth defect or anything like that. It was one of your best lamb. Go ahead, Reed.
A male of the first year.
A male of the first year, meaning it was a young lamb. I don't know if y'all know. A lamb is a baby sheep or younger sheep. Lamb grow up to be sheep. Some people compare like men, sheep, lamb, younger men. If you want to look at it like that. All right. Go ahead.
Ye shall take it out from the sheep.
You shall what?
Goat. Take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
Meaning you would take this good, healthy lamb, fresh lamb right here that did not have blemish. Go ahead, read.
Verse 6. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the
Shall
evening.
what?
Shall kill it in the
ISUPK. We got something before the Passover called the slaughter of the lambs. As Austin K. N.W.O just read, this is where we get it from. That's the slaughter of the lambs right there. That's why we have it every year. We go find a kid lamb, and we slaughter it and we kill it. And don't let that scare you. What the hell you thought happened to that KFC chicken you ate? They had to kill that chicken too for you to eat it.
Yeah.
What you think? The chicken just fell out of the sky, a drumette and a wing? They had to kill the animal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, read.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses wherein they shall eat it.
See, the Most High told us to take that blood, we'll cut that lamb neck, hang it upside down and let that blood drip into some vessel. And we'll dip something in that blood. And the Most High told us to mark it on the post of our house.
Right.
Okay? Now we right into the Passover right now. And it's a reason why he told us to mark our houses with that blood. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all know, but every year in our Passover that we have in the ISUPK, people might not know, but the same lamb that we about to eat, we mark the post with the lamb's blood. Sometimes we might have the lamb's hide up there. Some brothers might have the lamb clothes where they made a garment out the head. You know what I mean? That's what we did, man. You see? We made use of what the Lord told us to make use with.
Yeah.
You notice not one time did this brother read anything about a goddamn rabbit or Easter egg hunt or a fashion show in your Christian church. We ain't read that part yet. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night. Roast with fire.
Uh-huh.
And unleavened bread.
And unleavened bread.
And with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
That don't sound like niggas to y'all? With bitter herbs? With bitter herbs, guess what that means? We season that lamb. That's how you know what white people. They don't season a damn thing. We season that thing down with bitter herbs. And we cook unleavened bread, man. And we ate that lamb, man. Guess what, Christians? Here's what you about to learn about the Last Supper. Christ was at the Passover. They wasn't literally, when Christ said, eat my flesh, drink my blood, he was talking about drink the wine at the Passover in remembrance of him. He was telling them to eat that unleavened bread when y'all walk around passing out them crackers and that grape orange juice, Welch orange juice in the Christian church. Christ was telling us, keep the Passover and remember me. Every time you eat that lamb, you eat the unleavened bread, you drink that wine, do it in remembrance of me. That's what Christ was telling us, man. Christ kept the Passover.
That's right.
The Passover No, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna jump the gun. Go ahead, keep reading, Baba Kashah.
Verse 9. Eat not of it raw.
We don't. This is how you know white people too. The Lord just say, don't eat none of it raw. How do they love to get their steak cooked? Rare. Chicken, rare. Pink burgers. Lamb, just like it just, you know. This is niggas. He said, season that thing. Cook it till it's done with fire and eat it. And don't eat it raw. Go ahead.
Nor sodden at all with water.
Mm-hmm.
But roast with fire. His head with his legs. And with pureness thereof.
Guess what? Everything, we can eat that lamb from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah.
So to speak. Them good lamb steaks. We eat that lamb. That's good. That's some good eating right there. Shout out to Sister Sakura and Yah. After every class in Charlotte, man, when we didn't have a building. And let me tell you something. She would bring lamb to class for the brothers. Every class.
Nah.
And let me tell you, man, I ain't never seen Officer Makata's smile so goddamn big. That brother used to smile. You see Sister Sakura come through that door with that lamb. That's our customer eat that lamb, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is how you know we so far away from the Most High now. First thing you see any feast day, it's a big old thing of pork, a honey glazed ham.
Mm.
We ain't supposed to have no ham. That's pork. That's a sin against the Most High, man. This is how you know we so far away from the Lord, man, and His laws. It's a sin to eat pork, man. Why on all your feast days you have a big lamb, a big old huge gigantic lamb sitting in there? Then you know the Lord with you. Okay. Go ahead, read.
Verse 10. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
And we used to burn whatever was left over, we'll burn it with fire, man. But that was, of course, when we was, you know, back in Egypt or in our own land, we would do that because we herded cattle. We had an abundance of them, man. You know what I mean? So wasn't no kind of disease or nothing spread. You ever had something like sitting out so long? But of course, you don't got to worry about them niggas. There ain't gonna be nothing left but bones any goddamn way. Okay? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 11.
Hey, what Lil Wayne said? Lil Wayne said, ain't nothing gonna be left but residue and bones. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Oh, you know how we do. Yeah, verse 11. And thus shall you eat it with your loins girded.
With your loins girded. We had our sword on us. Because God telling us, as you eat this lamb, be prepared because there's something that's about to go down. Go ahead.
Your shoes on your feet.
We had our boots on our feet. They always ask us, why y'all look so rough? Why y'all always got to be so militant? Because God told us to always keep our loins girded and boots on our feet, man. Be ready for this war. World War III that's coming. Be ready for these wars and these people around you. Don't be weak like the people in the Christian church, man. Be a warrior, man. Literally.
Boy.
Go ahead.
Wow. And your staff in your hand.
Hold on. This is the staff here. We had our staff. That's our
God.
We had our staff in our hand, ready for battle.
Damn right.
I love to say my brother's name, Kayada War.
Most
so we have got to be ready for warfare, man. This is a staff right here. This is the same staff Moses would put down to spread the Red Sea, so the children of Israel can get through that. To get through there, man. This is the staff he would use. Okay. Go ahead, keep reading.
In Salah, real quick, Shabbat, a staff, you know what I mean? Anything, we don't advocate violence or anything like that. That split our opponent wild open.
Good. I mean, nice. Hey, damn, give a Lord a hand for that, man. Yeah. Let's put this warrior spirit back into these Christians, man. I tell you what, they're gonna know something when them race wars and them, you know, the malicious, you know what I mean, get the popping off. They're not already started. I know y'all heard about Charlottesville. That's gonna be everywhere, Bill. And you, what you think? You gonna sing and dance and hold hands like Dr. Martin Luther King talking about we shall overcome? No, not the UPK. We're gonna have our loins girded with boots on our feet and our staff in our hand, ready for war.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
And ye shall eat it in haste.
You gotta. He told us to eat this meal, this unleavened bread, and this lamb. Eat it in haste, because the Lord knows He's about to do something to the firstborn of the Egyptians, and He knows that they're gonna be mad at us when the Lord killed all the firstborn. So He's telling us to be ready, because it's something I'm about to do. Y'all better be ready. Go ahead, read.
It is the Most High's Passover.
It is what?
It is the Most High's Passover.
No, it's the Most High's Easter.
It is the Most High's Passover.
So go throw some Stacey Adams and moonwalk down the aisle with a pink suit on and a purple suit on.
And ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Most High's Passover.
This is the Lord's Passover, man. Keep reading.
Well, verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
Mm-hmm. We're about to hear about a whole lot of bloodshed. God was all love, N.W.O. They love to say that. God is all love. He loves everybody. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see if the Bible say that. Read.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
And will what?
And will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
See, Christians think that word smite means tongue kiss, or hug, or confetti and balloons, and love and chocolate candy and candy canes and candy corn. He says he's going to smite the firstborn of the Egyptians. If somebody come to your house and smite your firstborn and kill your firstborn, you think you're going to be happy about it? That's why he tells us to get ready, because I'm about to kill they firstborn of everything. Keep reading.
And against Salah, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast.
So not only did he kill every firstborn of the men children, he killed every firstborn of their male beasts, meaning all their male cattle, all their male chickens, all their male. If you was in Egypt that night and you was a roach and you was a male and you was a firstborn male roach, you died too.
That's right.
If you was a male pig, you died.
That's right.
Don't sound like the Lord is all, soft like they make them in the Christian church to me. Sound like that's a whole lot of killing. Read.
And against all the gods of Egypt.
Damn. And he gonna smite all their false gods and idols, man. We was over there in Egypt worshiping a golden calf. No different than us over here worshiping that Christian cross.
That's right.
The white praying hands. That white image of Christ, and Christ is black. We don't know worshiping false gods, man. Going there talking about eat it like it's my flesh and drink it like it's my blood. That's a satanic ritual. Christ was saying, keep the Passover in remembrance of me, man. Remember when God passed over the houses of the ones who put the blood on the posts. Death passed over them and went to the Egyptians, man. Egyptians are not Israelites. If God loved everybody, why did he kill the firstborn of the Egyptians? Now you got to recant your whole story. It's not adding up.
Well,
keep reading.
And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Most High.
Listen, man. That part right there is so special because it's going to happen again. On Judgment Day. The Most High is going to smite these Caucasian people, man, for what they've done. The Most High is going to smite every nation of people for what they've done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
The Israelites, man, the children of Israel.
Right.
The Lord is going to smite them. You can try to save them all you want. But as for this house, the ISUPK, ain't no changing us, man. We believe these words in this Bible, man. And it's known history, man. Everybody, like all the heathens got their own little flood story in there, whatever they believe in. Everybody know that this really happened, and it's going to happen again. We just prophesied to Caucasians and all the heathens right now. We said, Pharaoh, right now, tell all the pharaohs, let our people go, man. Let our people go. This time we're not asking you though. We're telling them. This is an order. Pharaoh, let our people go. Keep reading.
Verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
I shall what?
And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
That's where you get the word Passover from.
Right.
We keep the Passover because we remember when the Lord passed over us and killed our enemies.
Right.
Now, who all want the Lord to pass over you in World War III and kill your enemies today? You're a damn fool if you don't say me. I want the Lord to pass over me and the Israelites, man. I want the Lord to pass over the Israelite school of UPK. Pass over us and go smite our enemies. Who is our enemies? The other nations who had us in slavery. That took everything that we possess, included our identity, man. They took our language, our culture, everything from us. Could you read that part one more time, Baba Kashab? This is why we celebrate the Passover, because the Lord passed over us before, and the Lord, he will pass over us again. If you obey him, if you got an ear to hear, if you hearken to what he trying to tell you this day, ain't no more talking about, oh, that was Bible day. This is Bible day right now. We prophesy just like Moses and Aaron did, just like Christ did, Noah, all the prophets. We doing it right now. We back. Read on.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
See, the plagues that the Lord is sending to America, COVID-19, AIDS, none of that would affect you if you come into the UPK and learn how to obey God, man. Learn how to change your ways, man. Learn how to keep the Most High's ways, which is our culture. How to keep the Passover instead of Easter. How to say to hell with Christmas, man. To hell with all these pagan holidays, man. We're gonna keep the Lord's Passover. Keep reading.
I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
When the Lord smite the land of America, he's going to pass over you if you come to this truth. Go ahead.
Right.
Keep reading. We're going to read out to 17. Then we're going to clip it up.
Verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial.
See, you want to know why the Israelite school of UPK keep the Passover? Because the Lord said, this day shall be unto you for a memorial. We're supposed to be celebrating the Passover and keep it for a memorial of what the Lord done for our people. Yeah, but what we do, we go keep Memorial Day to celebrate what happened, keep a memorial for what happened to American soldiers, our enemies. We fight for them and against the Most High. We go fight, keep their Memorial Day and say to hell with our, this is our real Memorial Day. Read on.
And ye shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generation.
Throughout your what?
Generation.
Throughout your what?
Your generation.
It didn't say that we was They're supposed to stop keeping the Passover. It said we were supposed to keep it throughout our generations. But we put our memorial down and picked up generational curses called Easter. Let that sit on your brain and your spirit. It's a generational curse to celebrate something that God told you not to celebrate. And then try to incorporate God's name in it. That's blasphemy.
Well,
keep reading.
Come, ye shall keep a feast by an ordinance forever.
For what?
Forever.
No, the law is done away with. That's the Old Testament. We ain't got to keep that.
Forever.
The Lord said we're supposed to keep the Passover forever. And with that, we're going to go ahead and clip up the class. I definitely got more scriptures on this topic. I might have to do part 2. If not, you know what the Passover is by now. You should go rewind the tape and watch it again. Go read the book of Exodus chapter 5. Go read the book of Exodus chapter 6. You know what I mean? Go read the book of Exodus chapter 1.
Yeah.
Go read, you know what I mean? The whole chapter, man. And you for yourself, you'll go get more insight on what the Lord did. And every time it's say children of Israel, no, that's talking blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Hey, N.W.O, I'm gonna salute out you.
God.
Hey, the water for having my back. The water for having Israel's back. You know what I mean? I want to say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah, sir.
Hey, Yahweh Shakatah.
Most High in Christ. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna clip it up. We're gonna do the school announcements. Right? Real quick. All right. With the Israelite, this is ISUPK security announcements. We are the Israelite School of UPK under commanding Junior Yohana. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must speak to the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. Another 6-month period, you get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations would be, 1 second. Let me look at my calendar real quick. We just wrapped up the Lord's Passover, in which that what the class was on tonight. That's one of the Lord's holy convocations. Our next holy convocation will be we're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now. So that will end April the 23rd at sundown. It started April the 16th. So this is the Lord's holy convocation right now. We're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You want to look up isupk.com and call any school or that's near you to get instructions on how to keep the feast. We are not to eat any bread with any leavening in it. You are to get all the leavening out of your house, commanded by the Lord. You know what I mean? It's in the scriptures. We're taking our culture back, man. In the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I mean, after Feast of Unleavened Bread, we got the Feast of First Fruits. All right. So those are the next coming up holy convocations. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Imajim, which means to stand. Wapin Yah Qadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatha, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Latananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kabawatanawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatanawa, Walaa, Tabayahanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashanawa, Gun, Ride, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Allah, wa Tapara, wa Iwalamian. Amen. Now we're gonna see the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. Sir, we're just gonna go ahead and salute out, you know what I mean? Come in, Dolo tonight. Big shout out to Officer Kayada War, held down the class with me. Men of Israel, Amidim Shabbat, Amidim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatham. I'm gonna salute out to the sisters. Men of Israel, Saul. We're gonna give one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amidim Shabbat, Amidim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar, Alathar, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and clip up the class. Clap it up. Shalom, Israel.